Welcome to another video. I hope you're not bored by my videos. But I've been really trying to find things that's working for me, and I like to share, so that's why I make these, so that I can help other people, because other people helped me. So I believe in paying it forward. Plus, I had a really interesting day today, and I want to share about it. But first off, looky! And it's brand spanking new, except for I think I did do it today. Don't forget. Yep, I used one of them today, and this is the evening packet, which I'm going to do for you, because I'm just that type of girl. But that's my Vital that I love. I'm so happy to be back on, because it's already helping my appetite. Like, I can tell a difference. Like, I'm not nearly as hungry. And you see, you get 4. It gives you the amount you need, the exact amount. And I take 2 of the pills in the morning and 4 in the evening. So this is my second day. So yesterday was my first day. I'm sorry I didn't share the honors with you. But I was using my old ones, so it wasn't really new. Oh. But yeah, Vital is a very good company, and I love them. And this is a little cute thing I got. And you see it says #MySarahVital. And it just really helps you to feel good, not be hungry, have all the right energy, and just like, I don't know about the sleep, because I think my digestive system wasn't up to par last night, so I didn't sleep really that well. But I think my body might be also getting used to all this new stuff, so it's like a little trippy. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, and I wait 2 hours before I can do anything else. It's 12 exactly, so 2 o'clock. That's when I can eat. But, yeah, this is one of my little things I'm going to use. It's just a lip balm. If you're gonna wear lipstick, I like to wear a little balm. This is MAC Tender Talk. And candy wrapped. I always like that one. It's kind of just a glow. And I went to the MAC today, and if you're not on my Instagram, I'll link it below. But I post pictures up there sometimes, and I posted a picture with my other lipstick, which I got to swatch at MAC and put on my lips, and I was so excited, and then they didn't have it, so it wasn't in stock, so I was like, no. So, but she wrote it down. It was called Feel So Grand, and it's so pretty. It was a pretty red, and I was so feeling like the queen today. But I got one at Ulta. And we went over to Ulta, and I bored my husband wandering around, but I got one that looks very similar. And this is Flesh. I guess that's the company's name, Flesh. It's called Proud Flesh Matte Liquid Lip Color. And it's in number 230 Brazen. I haven't tried this yet, so I kind of swatched it on my hand, but that's about it. See, there's the doe foot applicator. I'm being precise like all the other girls do. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Yeah. It is just as good. And actually, oddly, I almost like the texture a little better. It's not as like drying. I think I look pretty in red. I don't know, there's something about red, it just makes you feel sexy and glamorous and chic. Does to me anyways. But I also like it because it makes your lips makes your teeth whiter. But it will dry down to a matte color, so. But, and I have the gloss. I might put on later, but right now, I'm gonna let it dry. And I wanted to share some of my things. Oh, speaking of teeth whitening, I use this still. It's my favorite thing to use. It's called Tarte Pearly Girl Teeth Whitening Pen. And I used it today on my teeth. It's so wonderful, and I love how it makes my teeth look. I also shaved today. We shave like every week. And sometimes I do it twice a week, but mostly once in the weekends. And this is from Tree Hut. It's the Vitamin C Shea Sugar Scrub. And we're going to use this every couple times, every 2 weeks, because we went through that much of it. But I got this at Ulta too, and Isaac really loves it too for his skin because he gets rough skin. So we both love it. And we changed up razors this month. We're now in a razors club. It's called dollarshavingclub.com. I believe. I'll have to link it below if it's not that. But this is what it looks like. This is what we were using. Notice the various similarities. This Gillette one is a little bit longer. Not by much. Just a little tiny bit. And it has 5 blades. This one has 6. Yeah, I was shocked. And this is old, of course, but it flips the thing right like this when you do that. Like you do this. That's how you get it to come off. This does a very similar thing, I think, but I'm not going to do it because I haven't actually using that one. But yeah, this one's kind of old. I haven't changed the actual thing, but we do change the razor things because that's what you really should. But what this club does is they give you the blades. Like they give you new ones every month. So we're going to get like a new pack every month, and we each can get 2 out of the pack. So it's pretty cheap actually. And it is cheaper than getting him his own razor things and me my own at the store. To get it online at this Dollar Shaving Club, you know, we realized that, and we get like the 4 or 8 pack in the store, and they're like $15 or $16. That's expensive, and these are like 10 for the blades. So way cheaper, and I love them, and so does Isaac. They are so good, and I use my Skintimate. This is something I never stop using because I really love this. And I love the scent, and I love the feel it does, and the feeling on your skin. Oops, sorry. And I'll show you my legs. See? And the whole, like, it really makes them so smooth. And I think it was also because I did do the scrub first. And I did the same thing with my underarms, which are extremely well shaped. And I didn't cut myself once. Like, usually sometimes you'll nick yourself. And I do that with the Gillette ones. I've nicked myself before. These ones are amazing. Like, they don't nick. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. And I shaved my vaginal area. And it was like so easy. I got it done in so quick. And I was like, usually it takes me longer to get my shaving done, all of it. And the thing about that is we'll get to switch off our blades, like we'll only have to use them twice, 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks we can change the blades. And we keep getting them renewed. So next month I'm going to have us try some of the pre-shave and post-do and some of the other stuff that they got. So I'm excited. And it's a cute company, and, you know, I don't think it's well known very well, but I think that's one of the only downfalls, and the fact you have to get it online. It's not convenient, but you know what? We don't care. We get a lot of things online, so it's not a problem. Oh, and other skincare, other new little fun things we got this month. I got this because I want to cover it because it makes it more hygienic, I believe. And I got a pink one, and Isaac got the blue one. He has the blue little lid and the blue toothbrush. And I got the green toothbrush. This is from Oral-B, and it does the spinners, and so it actually will like brush your teeth like that. And I think it gets it a even better like brush somehow. I don't know how, but supposedly it does. And with all my hygiene stuff, I guess I'll go with these two, I guess. This is my C&D nail oil. I love this stuff. I won't ever stop because it really helps my nails and makes them very glossy and beautiful. I look like I've almost had a manicure, and I don't never get manicures done. But, well, part of this now has my other old lipstick on it. I accidentally got lipstick on it, red. But yeah, this is the C&D Solar Nail Oil, and it's fabulous. It's a really great product, and for nails and cuticles, and eventually I'm going to get the nail manicure from Amazon. I'm so excited. And be able to do everything because it's exciting. And, you know, one thing I have learned with smaller people like myself is one of our struggles is having little tiny nails. And you know, my husband always says I have little small fingers and nails, but I do. Like, this is my little pinky nail, and you see how small that is? You might not even be able to see it very well, but it's small. Now, that's nothing though compared to my feet, which I'm going to show you. I know this is kind of like probably way embarrassing, but I don't have too bad of feet, I don't think. Don't mind me, people. This is our chairs. This is my little toe, and I don't know if you even can see, but that is even smaller. I have to bring it down. Ah! See? My little toe. Yeah, that's my little tiny toe. It looks bigger because I'm like right up at the camera, but it's really teeny tiny, and it is like the hardest thing to do, if you don't know, is to get that little tiny bit where it's like hardly anything to like latch onto. I mean, even my pinky ones are small, but I can get those easily. But the toe ones, yeah, good luck. Good luck to me. Like, you get way too close and then you almost cut it, so I don't try to get it too close, but I do get it a little bit, but sometimes it's like not very big enough for me to get a little piece. But yeah, that's their struggles. And with that in mind, then we have the Nivea Skin Firming and Toning Gel Cream. And this is really beautiful stuff too. I just started this because I'm trying to help my neck, but I'm also trying to, you know, I do my arms and my neck, and then with the defining gel from It Works, I'm going to be doing my gut. But this is specifically for here, so I don't have to waste so much, and I might even do my butt cheek. Yeah. See how big it is? Like, it's so big. I want it to, like, be somewhat defined. I have a huge ass. Yeah, pardon my French, but I do. It's like way too big. But this is hopefully gonna like says looking for firmer and smoother skin. Yes, please. And that's what I'm hopeful to use with that. I'll show a few other things, and then I'm going to get to my main things because I'm really excited to share them with you. These are a whole package. I got one kit. This is my stress reliever because, as you know, we live in a motel. So life can be very stressful here, and these are for stress mints, and these are my calm drops, and they honestly do help. I also have these, which I can't eat one now because I just took my Cerebita, but they're high chews, and they are fruity and intensely chewy candies. Come in mango, grape, green apple, and strawberry, and no synthetic colors, made with concentrated fruit juices, 0 trans fat per serving of cholesterol-free food and gluten-free. Plus, you can go to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and hashtag HiChew. But my husband's always like, HiChew, HiChew. And that's what it makes him think of, or it makes him think of those guys on the one movie. What's it called? Gulliver's Travels. The HiChew people. He always says that, like, whenever I'm like, I always talk about my HiChews. He's like, HiChew, HiChew. Like those little horse guys, you know? But yeah, I know that's kind of odd, but this is from Elta MD, and it's the UV Broad Spectrum SPF 46, and I will probably purchase it again because I really like how it's doing to my skin. And yeah, I do have still a couple blemishes because I'm about to have my period, I think. So I still have that, but other than that, I think my skin's getting better. And I have a few spots right here I want to totally clear up, and a few on my like lower levels that I'm working towards totally this discoloration, and that's all I have. Like once that's done, I will literally feel like I've done a good job with my skincare, and I think I have. I think I've found the winning combo that's going to get me there, and that's what I'm excited to share with you guys. This is a palette that I'm going to be doing soon. I'm actually going to be using this palette, I think, in my next video I do for you guys. It's my naughty ones, probably. That I know you want to see more than these ones, which I'm sorry. I will get to that. I'm just sharing my life stuff too, because this is kind of my channel for everything. That's what I've been using it for. But this is from Revolution, and it's Makeup Revolution London's Soap Revolution Extra Spice. Soapx Revolution Extra Spice, and it's their palette for, oh my gosh, sorry. Ugh. It's like wet. Okay. Anyways, I'll just show you, and then I'll put that back in there. It's brand new though. These are all the colors, and it's so fun, and I'm excited to play with them. It says these are the colors: Everyday, Running Late, Infinity, Cheesecake, Cookie Dough, Dreams, Vitamin C, Sweet and Sour, 21, Romance, Enchanted, Lakes, Brownies, Chocolate Orange, Mulled Wine, LA Sun, Aurora, and Reputation. So that's all the different ones, and I'm excited especially for the yellows and maybe the oranges. I think they'll really look pretty on my complexion, and the browns too, because they're good at like transition colors. And yeah, I watch other people, and I watch how they do their eyeshadow sometimes, and the blending and stuff. I have like a monolid almost. So yeah, it's not as easy to work with monolids. Like, people don't know. That's a struggle on its own, but you can see my eyes. It doesn't really have much of a thing there to, like most people have way more emphasis, but if you have more of a monolid type, and yeah, it's probably from Asian ancestry, which I still think I have some Asian in me, because that's what my DNA said at one point, and then they said I had nothing. And I was like, okay, how do you go from being Asian to not being Asian? And Isaac thinks I have at least some little amount, and that's probably in my eyes, because that's what he said, he thinks. Because it was from the Middle East area, and, you know, people don't realize that the Middle East and Asia are very closely linked, and I actually had some Jewish in me as well. So I was like, cool, you know, I'm got Jewish. And then, oh, you don't have that. I'm like, what? And so, you know, I think, oh, come on, go. I think, you know, they're still kind of not all the way up there in the DNA ancestry things, but they have gotten a lot closer. But, you know, I think it would be a lot more accurate if I actually went and had my blood tested. Which one of these days I might pay the $500 or $600 that it costs. It was like $199, I think, just to do the DNA Ancestry.com, and that's where you swab a thing on your you swab your mouth with something that they give you, and you send it back to them. And in a while after that, it took them forever to do mine, to send mine back. I think Isaac got his back sooner than I did. I think that's because I had so much different ancestry than he did. He had straight up basic ones, you know. He's mainly Asian. So he's got different areas in Asia. Whereas you know, my relatives, my ancestry is from all over the place, and I literally am everywhere. You know, I have European, Spanish, and Mexican. So I have both of them. And then I have Native American, and I have your African, and yeah, at one point I had Asian, but I don't now, so I don't know. But I have like everything literally, but the main things is African and European, and they're pretty much almost straight up down the board. So if my hair is at its natural state, it's very curly, and that's most likely my texture, but I have still the fineness of a Native American. Like, it's very soft, and hence why whenever I would get a certain way, it would poof out, because it's so soft, you know, it poofs. So it doesn't hold the curl like as much as other people, just poof out. It wouldn't hold it like regular curls. So I had to get defining stuff and things like that. But I just said, fuck it, let's just go straight. And so, you know, more people think I'm Asian and stuff like that, or it's mainly Asian and Hispanic. Some people still see my Hispanic side, so I don't know. I've been asked a lot of things. That's why I'm ethnically ambiguous, because that means that basically you don't have one specific look. You could look this or that depending on the situation, and that's what I am. So, you know what? It's going to help me in the industry, though, so I'm happy. Now on to the really fun stuff. Like, this is really fun. This is super cool. Like, I went to Premier Look, and I got a bunch of their stuff. This is the best. This is my favorite. This is the golden. This is my golden bottle. This is what's going to help my skin, and it's called Skin Medica 2.0 Lytera Pigment Correcting Serum. And I only will put it right here where I had my burn and everything, because I was burned there with some stupid crap that I used. Yeah, I used the Nair crap on my upper lip. There was like literally not very much hair there. If you don't have a lot of hair there, or beard or whatever, don't use that Nair crap. Because I thought, you know, well, it's face cream, it'll just take care of the little, you know, those little fine hairs that you get. I was so wrong. It just basically burned, and I left it on for like almost 10 minutes. I was like, you know, because I was wanting to stomach through the pain so that I could get this stuff off, you know. I was like, well, the longer you hold the pain, then it's okay. No, whatever doesn't hurt you doesn't will only make you better. No, that's bullshit. It basically burned my skin and scarred it. So yeah, thanks Nair face cream. That stuff's a joke. Unless you have a whole thing of beard there, then I understand. But if you don't, put it on for maybe 3 minutes, if that. And only put on the hair areas, not your skin. Like, I was dumb. But I wanted to do what I had to do. Now they have dermaplaning, so I can do that. But yeah, I still have like discoloration. Stupid me. Yeah, stupid me. Yeah, I'm dumb. But this is gonna hopefully get my skin back to its even tone and a beautiful, beautiful tone. I hope. It's really gone down comparatively to what it used to be like. It's just got a little bit, you can't tell because I don't think you can, but it's got like almost like a hint of a shadow, but it's enough for me to be annoyed, so I like to fix it if I have to. And then, oh, where did I put that? Apart from my, I have my SkinCeuticals Sea Ferulic. I still love that. Really beautiful product. And I put it on before the Latera, and then I leave the Latera on for like 10 minutes by itself. And then I go into my moisturizer and my SPF, which I already told you about. And I'm still doing Curology, if you need to know, yeah. And this is the toothpaste I used today. TheraBreath Dentist Formulated Whitening Fresh Breath Activated Charcoal Toothpaste. TheraBreath is really a good company. Oh, and my vitamin shop stuff's coming with my mouthwash, my breath spray, and my mints. I'm so excited. It's going to be coming on like Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'm getting my it's coming on Tuesday. I'm getting my MaxiCline on Wednesday. And by next week, I will know if I got this one for a commercial. This is a different one for the commercial. This is one for a medical, for healthcare. It's for anemia. Well, like disorders like that, which you know what? I have. And they wanted a Latino looking, ethnically ambiguous woman, 20 to 25. The only thing I'm not is 20 to 25, but you know what? Maybe they'll say I'm still young enough looking. I don't know. But my manager still submitted me, so she must think I'll still pass. So thank you, genetics. You're so good to me. But also using all this stuff probably helps. But this was a sample I got from Premier Look. And I used a coupon code, so it wasn't as expensive as it would have been. I asked them for an eye cream, but they gave me the SkinCeuticals Floritin CF instead, which is kind of like the Sea Ferulic, I think, but it's kind of more potent. People have said that it's really made their skin react to stuff, so I don't know. It's an antioxidant though, but I might interchange. I might see if that helps me and just take a splurge on it, but I don't know. I'm kind of like wondering if I should, or if I should take the chance, or if I should just stay with my Sea Ferulic. But I might like every other day or something, or a couple of days a week at least, to see what it's like. But it helps with pigmentation. So she saw, I think, that I got some things. I've gotten a lot of things from them for pigmentation issues. So I think that's why she gave me that as a sample, which is probably worth more than a lot of the eye creams they had. And she realized I got so much. So I guess she wanted to be nice to me. Which, thank you, Brenda. I think that's her name, Brenda. Yeah. I have to check it out to make sure, though. I think it's Brenda Stanko, but I'm not 100%. But I will, like, list her YouTube channels. If you all want to, like, this is where I get some of my information, but you might already see that I put, like, to a lot of her videos. But, yeah, that's where I get, like, my skincare possibilities and ideas from, because she's so smart, and so is Toddy. They have really been, like, my go-tos for high-end stuff like that, because they know a lot of that stuff. And eventually I will get back on Toddy's her what they called. She had some pills that she sold for the women's health. I forget what her company was now. It's been a while. I had them at one point. They're pink pills. I'll list it if I can remember. I'm sorry, sometimes I don't. But this is what I got because I needed a cleanser, a good one. And this is the Clinical Warming Honey Cleanser. And it's good for in the morning, but I'm going to use it one time at night tonight. And then tomorrow I'll start it out in the morning because I use that facial mask again today. But it says, this rich, luxurious treatment cleanser with the purest raw honey, royal jelly, and propolis imparts an extraordinary sensory experience while effectively cleansing and gently exfoliating the skin. Leaves skin ultra hydrated and moisturized while helping to refine and balance problematic skin types. Warming Honey Cleanser has been specially formulated with papaya enzymes and green tea extracts to further exfoliate and nourish, helping to leave the skin looking and feeling velvety smooth. Which mine already does, but you never can hurt to do more, you know? And I love taking care of my skin, like I really do, because I'm gonna really have to be good, you know, when I get to New York and all. But yeah. And then the following week, I'll know if I got that Disney one by the 13th. So, then on the 13th, if I'm not happy, I probably didn't get it. Just saying. Okay, and this was my last thing I got. Is from Is Clinical as well. This was an expensive purchase. It was my main splurge. So I got the lip stuff. The lip Is Clinical Lip Duo Lip Polish and Lip Elixir. Youth Lip Elixir. This is the scrub, the polish, which I'm only going to do at night now. I did try it today, and I really love the smell and the taste. It's so, yeah, it's so yummy. It's so delicious, and it makes your lips so beautiful and plump. And this really helps too. This is the Youth Elixir, and this is how it opens up. You just pop it on, put a little on there, and it smooths your skin out. And then the female that I watched, she recommended using this on top of it. This is what she does as a little cocktail to go to before she goes to bed. And she says her lips are never dry. So I decided to do this too. This is the Glow Skin Beauty Treatment Barrier Balm. It first shields and conditions skin. And after you do these two little duos, and I'll brush my teeth with my Magic Mud Activated Charcoal Toothpaste at night. And this is after I do my cleanser and everything at night. Then I get to do my lips and prepare them for bed. And I basically can do the lip polish, and I can put this on, and then my barrier. And this will give the lips like a little barrier protection, so that you can just, you know, your lips aren't going to be that they'll be a lot more smooth and they're protected. It seals all the moisture in. And that's what she said was really important, and that's how come it makes her lips so beautiful and plump and moisturized. And that's what I want. Because when I go out to New York, or I get to go to Orlando, Florida for Disney, you know, they're not going to have to do as much. I can just do that. And this is a little gloss for on top, because it's already dried. I can do one of those little tests they do. I'll do it on this hand because I already have some pink on my hand. Ready? It's kissable. It's not really, you can't kiss somebody and not think that people won't see you kissing them, because they will. But that could also be from No, I don't think that's all from that. It's a lipstick too. Fuck. It's not kissable. That sucks. You know, some of those lips colors are like kissable, and you basically, you know, you put it on and it dries to a matte and it won't come off. But this ain't one of those. Where did I put my, oh, I put it right here. I'm gonna put some more on. Oh wait, that's not it. I'll fix it in a minute. Okay. I'm gonna be so excited to show you my maxi guide. That's what's really my exciting thing this month. Like, it took me forever to get that thing. So I'm like so stoked to be able to share that with you. Because, like, I've seen women, African American women, that have 4C curls, and it makes their hair, like, I kid you not, look like one of those goddesses that have like the extremely straight hair. Like, it does that much, and it's good for you. It's not like really bad heat. It uses a specialty patented thing. So, and I already have my hair already goes straight. Like, I didn't even use a flat iron today. This is what it looks like on any day-to-day basis after it dries. Which my hair used to never look this great. Like, it used to, this might have been what it looked like when I basically had it. Yeah, this is what it looks like now. It's not like straight, but it's like wavy. But back in the days, I had like poofy hair and extremely curly. Like, it would be probably at least 3C. I don't think it's the 4. I think it's like 3C back before I got any type of, but I mean, I always had straightening to my hair. I was never really a virgin, except when I was really little. And I was like, it would be like, where's the kid? Like, I was like literally that kind of kid. But yeah, I was like so obvious in school. Like, I went to a mostly white people school. I was one of the few minorities, ethnically ambiguous for me. But yeah, I was one of those few types. So I was always like, I stood out like a sore thumb. Me and my brother, and there was like one other family of kids. And the rest of the people were white. Like, that's what school I went to. So, Rockford, you know. So it's like, so I know what it's like, you know, to be the one that everybody looks at because she's different. That's what I was. And, you know, that's why I stood out so much, because of my ethnicity, you know. I can't go anywhere without people looking at me weird, like, you know, and I'm always like, what? You know, why are you looking at me? And usually I realize it's nothing than who I am. And I'll always have that look that everybody just has to gawk at, because I don't know why, they just do. And, you know, I understand when I'm wearing things like this. Like, I understand in some ways, but if I'm wearing my little outfits I like to wear, see? I was doing little selfies this evening, and this odd black guy was in this car, and he was like kept going around and like saying loud things, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think he's trying to hit on me. And he was that ballsy though. I don't know, maybe he's been drinking. But he was like pretty obvious when he did it. I was like, oh my gosh. Like all he was doing was taking a freaking selfie. Like, is that against the law? I was like, yeah, I was like posing. Like I sometimes do. I took some cute selfies for my Instagram because I like to. I did the gas station selfies and stuff. I was at Shell. And it was only $2.59, so we had to fill up. But yeah, I'm gonna stop babbling because I really shouldn't. I'm bad at babbling. Sometimes I get myself like talking forever, but I know I'm just weird. You haven't seen me when I've been drinking though. You know, I haven't drinking, I realize. And I'm proud of myself. I haven't drank since the time I went to Forest View. Forest Hills? Forest View. I went to this mental health facility and the guy said I was a drunk. And I was like, no, I'm not a drunk. I don't drink all the time. And this was the first time that I drank and took in sleep aids. And I really was insulted that he's called me a drunk because I rarely drink, and when we do get any drinks, like it lasts for like ages. It sits in the fridge. Half the time I'll drink one time because I want drink and everything that night, and then I just won't drink for a while because I feel crappy the next day, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I remember why I don't like drinking. And you know, I have to go through all that crappy withdrawals and shit. I mean, the hangover crap. I'm like, I hate it, and I don't throw up though anymore. Well, I did when I went to that hospital because they gave me crap. They pumped my stomach, but I almost died. They put a bunch of shit in me when I'd already been above the legal limit, like a lot above the legal limit, and I'd taken sleep aid. And so my heart almost stopped. My heart kind of stopped. And they had to my breathing was shallow or something. I did stop breathing at one point. But I have a sleep apnea, so that's a common thing. But I think the alcohol with the stuff they put in me, which was way too much for my body, and I'm allergic to it. Like I just get sensitivities to it. But they knew that it was in my charts, and they still put it in me because they wanted to calm me down, they said. Where if they had waited a few minutes, I was going to collapse anyways because I was like that gone. And Isaac said I wasn't even really doing much. I was just like batting around a little. I was like, you know, like that kind of thing. And they were calling me non-combative. That's what they said. They told him that I was non-combative, and he like laughed about it because he's like, you call that being non-combative? She can't even stand up straight. Because I would literally, my brain took a holiday. But yeah, that was my last time I drank to this day. I think it really like opened my eyes to what people saw me as, you know, and it's really fucked up that they'll think you're a drunk just because the reason you came was with alcohol. The woman listened to what I said. I told them I don't drink a lot. And after that, I really got turned off to drinking much. You know, I have periodically, I'm like, it would be nice to have a drink, but I'm not that type of person that if I have a thought, I have to go do it. Like, some people, I think, are that way, and that's what they do. That's them. I'm not, you know, and that's why I'm telling him I'm not a drunk. Like, if anything, I think my worst flaw, when I get really depressed, I have been suicidal. That was my thing back in the days. I haven't even done that since that day. Go me. Because you know what I realized is it has to do with my period cycle. And what happens is my cycle comes and my whole body is like, my hormones are out of whack. I'm depressed, I'm stressed, I'm upset, I feel like crap. And so yeah, I've thought of suicide at those times, and I realize every time I wanted to kill myself, it's because of that. And it makes me just realize how closely connected your hormonal levels are to your mental health. And on regular days, I'm fine. I'm just fine. I get upset, I get irritable, sometimes I'm moody, but I don't feel like taking pills. I don't feel like killing myself. I don't feel like going and being with Johnny. But when I'm near my period, if I'm in that mood, then yeah, I do. And I've started, I think the opening thing, the mind opening thing to me was when I realized, I connected the dots, and I said to myself, that's why, that's why I'm that way. It makes sense all the times I think back and I was on my period or very near it. And Isaac generally will tell me now, honey, you're probably going to be on your period. That's why you're upset. And I'll fight with him and deny it. And then I'll have my period like clockwork. So I'm like, so I make myself not do anything until after I realize. Like once I realize and I'm like, yeah, that's why. Then I'm okay. Then I say, fine, it was that. And I'm just fine. I don't need to die, and I don't need drugs. There's nothing wrong with me. It's my body, and it's working itself out. And it's trying to get my hormonals and my levels back to normal. It's trying to flush out my system. I just have to live with this moment because it won't be forever. And that's what I've started telling myself. And I think in telling myself that, I've accepted that about myself, and I know I will never not be moody. I'll always have that in me, that demon that's critical, and her first instinct is, I want to die. And then I say, no, I don't really want to die. I just want to be out of this crappy feeling. I want this whole experience to just be gone. And then I tell myself, it'll be okay tomorrow. And then I live through that day, and I just face it. If I don't like a day, if I don't like how I'm feeling that day, that's what I tell myself from now on. I'm like, just make it through this day. Just bear through the day. Do your little things. Focus on whatever you have to keep your mind off of the crappy situation you're in. And the next day, maybe something great will happen and it'll be worth it. And, that's what I do now. And it's helped me to see things differently and give myself a little slack and a little freeway, little leeway to move on and to make something of myself and to deal with whatever I have to deal with. And that's what I do, is my mindset's different. And I sometimes will just have Isaac put on his incense, or always do essential oils, and I try to make the place smell nice and the atmosphere be as good as I can. And I think that's where it's at. Oh, this is one of my favorite things. I love this smell so much. It reminds me, it's the closest thing to Tommy cologne that I can get, that I can just put around the place. And you get 3 in a pack, and it's from Fresh Scent. It's the Fresh Scents. It's in Watermark. It reminds me of being on the beach and just everything wonderful. As it has a little beach thing. But you get 3 in a pack, and I put 1 out in that room, put 1 in the kitchen, and then I put 1 in the bathroom. And it makes the place smell just a little bit better, and it's just fun to have those different scents. And we always get our aerosol sprays so we can spray after we go to the bathroom. And we have candles sometimes, and I just love the atmosphere that feels cozy and home-like, and that helps me as well as feeling great. I have my bliss, I have my neuro sleep, and I have my pheromone spray, and I have my essential oils inhaler things. So I have my calms, like I've told you, but I just try to have tons of supplements that I sometimes will have different ones. I'll just rotate different, and that helps me to stay on track. And when I don't have it, my whole way just, it gets bad. But I've started really trying to, Halo Beauty. That's what Tati's company is called, Halo Beauty, and they're her pills. So her pink ones, I really like those because they do help with the skin and the hair and the nails. So I'm gonna eventually get back on it. But yeah, I take a lot of supplements, and it just helps me feel better in my body, and it helps me to manage my stress and my digestive system, everything about myself in my feminine ways. And that makes me feel happy. When I feel happy, I love sharing with people, and that makes me feel even better. And I hope that it makes you happy to see someone else happy. I hope that's contagious, and I'll stop rambling now, and I hope that you're having a great weekend and doing what makes you feel like the best version of yourself, and being you in every moment, and being true to yourself, and loving every part of yourself, flaws and all. And when you need a pick-me-up, then just tell yourself, give yourself leeway, give yourself some slack, because we sometimes don't make everything perfect, and sometimes we are not, not everything is okay, and that's okay too. Just accept that and just let it be. And I think that's how you just move on, and you pay more attention to the parts that you do want. So if you want something and want to feel something, then put emotion in that and just feel it, everything, and be in that moment and be happy and laugh and smile and put so much energy there that the universe wants to give you more of those experiences. And when something bad happens, then try not to put so much attention and energy into it. Just allow it to be and move on. And I know that's harder. That's easier said than done. I know, trust me. I've had enough of those moments too, and sometimes you get flustered and you get in that heat of the moment, and sadly you put it out there and it gets brought back. I know that all too well, and I'm still learning and working on myself too. So I can only share what I know and what I've experienced, and I have experienced a lot, and people might not know seeing me, but I have. I've been there.